Hi guys, so basically I came out with the craziest and weirdest idea. I was planning to buy a baby chick for a long time, and it just came up one day. I was like, you know what, today's the day that I'm just gonna do it. So I didn't want to go to any store because I didn't think they had so much options. So I just quickly googled a few different websites that I could order online. One or two of them came up that I thought was really legit and knew what they were doing. The My Pet Chicken and the Cackle Hatchery. I saw a few birds that were like super special and they were extraordinary, which I put in my mind that this is something I was planning to get. The Cackle Hatchery, what I understood quickly is that they had minimum order of 20 or 25, and the availability was something like 6 weeks from now, or 4 to 6 weeks from now, which I was not planning to wait that long. I checked out the video, and it seemed pretty nice. It gave me a better idea what the future was planned ahead for me, and I read the reviews, which were pretty good. It gave me a little bit more insight of what I was expecting, but the Cackle Hatchery was not something I was gonna go with, so I decided just to go with My Pet Chicken. It seemed that they had most straightforward and the most information. So I just started to click random things. I started to find out that there were different egg layers. There were blue, there were green, there were brown, there were white, different tints and chocolate. So again, I started to look and realize that availability was the biggest roadblock to this thing. And I didn't want to wait more than a week to get something. So right away I figured out that I had to find the right chicken or the right chick that they had available. This is another place that I started to look into. I found out the silky chicks were something that was special. They were really furry and they didn't really look like chickens. They looked like some exotic bird. So it was something that I was definitely gonna get no matter what. But then again, this website also didn't have it in stock, and availability was something that in a couple of weeks or even months. Now, I didn't know a few terms. SR stands for straight run. I just googled to make sure. It meant that basically the chickens or the chicks that they were sent to you were not gendered. They would just pick a random chicken and send it to you. This website just passed by. Again, it was like a 4 week waiting period, which I couldn't wait. So I just again stuck with my original choice on My Pet Chicken website. I started just googling different silkies because they were probably the cheapest and seemed like they were very fun to have. I was just doing a little bit more research and looking that there were assorted silkies that came in different colors: blue, black, white, burgundy, and brown. But then again, I started to understand the availability. I don't know if it's because the winter was coming up or what was going on, but it was very hard to get any of them available. I was reading up to make sure that these chicks lay eggs. I mean, that's kind of a stupid question. All chicks lay eggs, but some of them were like made to lay eggs. Some of them were made to have meat, like chicken meat. So I was wanted to make sure. So I just started adding random things I thought would be a good idea. You see, if females cost extra $8, I just started to randomly add a few different chickens that I thought would be good to have in my cart. And then I was just going through different ideas of different chicks that I thought were pretty cool to have, and just comparing the availability date to the coolness of the chicken. This is pretty cool. This silver lace Polish was something amazing and exotic, but then I checked the availability again. It was like in a couple of weeks from now, which I really didn't want to wait. They had a lot of different options with assortments that they gave you. They picked for you random different chickens in a specific genre, and this chick was $67.95, and it was I think it was the most expensive chick in the whole entire website. There's white egg layer assortment, which I was planning to get also because I wanted the chicks that I would raise to eventually lay eggs. And I started to think of different ideas of like equipment or supplies that I needed. So the list goes on and on. I definitely needed a feeder and a water combo. And I was thinking of getting maybe like a cage or a nest or something to put them in. I was planning to have them in the house, but I don't know if that was a stupid idea. I don't think it's ready to keep them outside yet. And there's even build it your own starter kits, which it was fun to look at all the different options. They use like cardboard and a lot of heating supplies. But again, I decided to just make it from the things I have left over lying around. They also had a pee pouch, which is the coolest thing. It's like It's basically like a ponytail holder that they use to hold the chick into place. I guess I don't know when you would use it, maybe at night, for them to like stay in one spot and not move around to keep the noise down, I guess. It was pretty cool. A lot of different things that they had, especially with like environment and feeding supplies. One thing I found was pretty cool was this chicken jungle gym, and this is a pretty cool. Whoever came up with this idea was pretty smart. I was planning to get this maybe in the future, but not right now. I was just getting the bare necessities, just adding a few things that might need in my cart. And I just wanted to see. Oh, another thing that popped up was a baby chicken vaccination. Marek's disease apparently is very rampant, and I'm not sure if they asked me, they suggested me to get this. I'm not sure if I give this to them or they give it to the chicks before they send it to me. And I wanted to just test out how the checkout is because I don't want to just continue shopping and wait to see that it's gonna take about 4 weeks to ship. And then I realized in the card that there was a limit. Sorry, there's a minimum of how many chicks you could order based on my zip code. It was either 3 large birds, 4 mix, or 5 babies. So then I figured out that that was basically what I wanted to get. So I just started to have a more aggressive research now, just adding different things I wanted to get. Again, the white egg layer that I said earlier is definitely something that I needed. I wanted that white eggs every morning to make those scrambled eggs or boiled eggs. And I also added the green queen Easter egg or bantam, which I thought was pretty cool, but the price was crazy. I wanted to keep my maximum of the whole purchase amount of under $100. So I tested it out to see how much it would come out, what the total was. They had a question asking if they would send you something else, what would you ask for? So again, my favorite was the blue eggs. So any blue egg layer that they had, I would want. And then the total was about $58, but when I clicked on proceed, it came out to $136, which was way more than I wanted. So I just wanted to take a look at what the baby chick of the queen, green queen Easter egg looked like, and it was not something that I really wanted because it was expensive and it looked like kind of any ordinary chicken. So I just set my mind to the silky bantam. But then again, I remember that it's unavailable. It's hard to get. So I just did it. I started getting very nervous, and I started doing a quick find search to find all the bantams on the website and seeing if there's availability for any one of them, any colors from all the 4 or 5 colors that they had. And I was in luck. I found one on September 6th that was going to be available. So I quickly added one of the females, even though that they charged me extra $21 for I don't know why. But I added it to make sure. I don't care. I was gonna get that one no matter what. I just made sure to check the different websites because I was really nervous and I really wanted to get that silk no matter what. And then this website I found they didn't have any at all, so I just stuck to my original plan just to get it for my pet chicken. I checked a few different birds that I thought were pretty cool and possible to have to be able to raise, but again the availability and the price just didn't match what I was planning to get this time. I wanted to be cheap, I wanted to have fun, I wanted to look cool, I wanted to lay eggs. Those 4 things. Now I just want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Maybe there was like some cool chicken that was like a special egg layer that was really cheap. I just made a quick few scans to look it over. I couldn't really find anything except like maybe 1 or 2, but the availability was in like 2 or 3 weeks. You see, like September 12th, this green assortment. It was pretty cool to have green eggs. Imagine having green eggs like every day. But I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to get it next week. So the only option was the buff silky bantam, and I just added it to the basket. A bantam is basically like a copy of another chicken that basically looks like it, but it's much smaller. I don't know if I basically cheated myself out of it, but I really wanted that silky no matter what. So I started playing around with the prices, and the pricing was kind of a little bit low, and I still needed to choose another chick. So I was just doing one last minute research. It would be cool to have a feather-legged bantam. Basically, a feather-leg means its feet is all feathered. Imagine walking around. It would be the coolest thing ever. I was deciding because I had availability for September 6th, but then again, I would never know which one it would send me, and I didn't want to get stuck with the one that I really didn't want. So I just came up with the idea of maybe I should just get one of their best egg layers in addition to whatever I got already, so that I would have like a definite egg layer. I wanted to like hit every range of the spectrum. And I also decided to get a brown egg layer. I don't know, I grew up with this idea that brown eggs are tastier than white eggs for some reason. I came up with a total of 44, 45, and it basically hit the mark that I wanted. And I'm so excited. These 4 chicks are coming September 6th next week. I'm really, really excited. You guys just I'll keep you guys updated with the unboxing. Please stay posted. Thanks. Yeah, total is $180.04. I think it was pretty good, hitting my mark. And I guess I'll get the feeder and the food from Amazon. They're always cheaper than everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please subscribe. September 6th, coming right up.